Yeah, so we're going to talk about the gun line. Let's talk about it. The gun line. The New York State law or statutory law has been overturned. So even for the statutory citizen, they ain't got to follow what used to be the law according to their society. Now, one thing we gotta realize: in order for you to be a member of a society, there have to be mutual agreement between the two, you and that society that you're joining. There have to be a mutual agreement. If you didn't agree to it, it doesn't necessarily apply to you if you know how to take yourself outside of the statutory uh, continuum, because they're continuing to mess with people with statutory clauses, acts, and acts, statutes, and certain bills they pass. Doesn't apply to everybody if you don't want it to, but you have to declare. You definitely have to declare, and how you declare is simply send your notice of understanding with intent and claim of right. Can y'all see that? This is a notice that you file with the Attorney General of the United States and the Attorney General of your state that you live in, or any other states that you travel through. I'm gonna put that there. Any other states that you travel through, and if you know you're traveling through, like me, I'm a truck driver. You want to have these things filed so you won't have any issues. I try to present some of this information to family members. They say, "Man, you going to jail messing with that paperwork." No, you can sign up for Dr. Ray Hagen's uh, workshop. He gives a workshop on it. I've already taken the workshop. It's it's informative, and it teaches you or puts you on the right path to knowing what law is, what statutes are, what acts and bylaws, and then you have common law, which is God's law. Doesn't look like anybody's taking that invite link. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make this broadcast short and brief. Briefly, just coming on to let everybody know we have a victory at in New York. We have a victory. I hit the invite link. I'm not gonna stay on here too long. I'm kind of glad nobody did come on. But let's see. Today's Monday. We're gonna make it every Monday. Every Monday. Let's see. Before 12, I'm gonna come on behind the wheel on the road with Danny. I'm gonna come on and we're gonna discuss uh, American liberties and American laws, such as the Constitution. Constitution that kind of acts like it's like the guideline. Anything that goes, any law that you're going against the Constitution, if you're in agreement with it, that's okay. But if you're not, if it goes against the Constitution, it's not withstanding. That's what it says in law. That's what it says in law. Unless you agree to it. And it is assumed that you agree to all these statutes, bylaws, acts that they come up with. Like you can't park too many cars in your yard. They all have to be registered according to the town ordinance. Did you agree to that? And if you didn't, you need to declare that you don't go along with that, or go along with their no longer go along with their narrative as far as governing you. But more on that later. And if you want more information on the notice of understanding and what, let me quote it right. Notice of understanding and intent and claim of right. If you want more information about that, about the workshop that is given, Dr. Ray Hagins, the Honorable Dr. Ray Hagins, is giving a workshop on that from time to time. It was last one was in March, I think it was April. He gives them, but inquire with Dr. Ray Hagins. He has a YouTube channel, and he gives a lot of good information. He's the one who I was able to download this document. It's only 5 pages. I sent it to some of my family, and it seems to me that they put it on a shelf, let it grow dust on it. But this is a very powerful document, especially for those that want to separate themselves from the statutory laws that you don't agree with. But once again, it's a celebration for their decision that they made on the over 100 years law. Supreme Court has made a decision on a law that has been in place for over 100 years for the state of New York. Overturned it, and it's a good day. But I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna linger on for a few more minutes, and then see if anybody wants to join. But I figured y'all wanted to talk about this. This right here is a good topic. How will it affect you? Will you go out and purchase your firearm? Will you be responsible with that firearm? Will you, if you're a veteran, will you join your local VFW to formulate security teams within your community? Because that's what's going to be needed. That's what's going to be needed. We're going to have to need more people step up and be willing to be held accountable for the things that go on in your neighborhood, in your home, in your community, in your district. And it goes on from that, especially us that have taken the oath. If you've taken the oath, to defend your fellow Americans, whether foreign or domestic. Defend your fellow Americans from against foreign and domestic terrorism. I've taken my oath. And I encourage those that have taken their oath. It's an oath is an oath. They basically, it doesn't expire if you're a serviceman. So I'm going to encourage um, those of us that been service members and that are affiliated with service members, members of their family, to go ahead and join the VFW in your neighborhood. You know, in your neighborhood, they basically will look like you. Basically, there's so many of us that need to join that roster, so that we could formulate um, drills and situations that whereby we um, can train also. You train your community, train with your community. If you're a veteran, you should be willing to sharpen up those skills that you used to have, and use it for your community. Use your skills that you learned with the military. Use it to benefit your community. And on that note, I'm gonna leave out. Doesn't seem like anybody wants to hit the invite button, but I'll be back on definitely next week. I'll be uploading some on the road activities. Road with the ride music and the whole nine. I know y'all enjoyed Bobby Humphrey. She's a extraordinary musician. She plays flute. All right, peace. Love y'all. I'm out. Thanks for joining. Hit that like button and subscribe and share.